in yet another viral moment underscoring just how far Meghan Markle has fallen in public esteem, at least across the pond. A UK comedy panel show recently took aim at the Duchess of Sussex in a roast that had the audience howling and social media ablaze. The sharpest jab of the night came from none other than British comedian Jimmy Carr, who quipped, "She left the monarchy to escape royal duties, then tried to launch herself as the Duchess of Podcasts. What's next, Queen of Pinterest?" Carr's remark wasn't just a punchline, it was a mirror reflecting a growing sentiment not only in Britain but globally, that Meghan Markle has become a symbol of self-importance wrapped in contradiction, wrapped again in commercial ambition. Once hailed as a modernizing force in the royal family, Meghan is now increasingly viewed as someone who wanted the royal spotlight without the royal responsibility. And alongside Prince Harry, she has built a career not on public service or quiet dignity, but on spilling royal secrets, embracing victimhood, and constantly rebranding in pursuit of relevance. It's a stunning fall from grace for a woman who once stood at the center of the world's attention, walking down the aisle at St. George's Chapel as a symbol of progress and inclusion within the centuries-old British monarchy. But the fairy tale unraveled at record speed, and the narrative shifted. Soon came the flurry of resignations from royal aides, whisperings of bullying allegations, and a rapidly souring relationship with the UK press and public. Despite what many initially believed were genuine grievances, the relentless pursuit of media deals post-Megxit has raised eyebrows. Meghan and Harry's Netflix deal, estimated at $100 million, was pitched as an opportunity to tell inspiring stories and shed light on important causes. What it largely became, critics argue, was a soap opera centered on themselves. From heavily dramatized anecdotes to questionable factual accuracy, the Harry and Meghan docuseries did little to inspire and a lot to inflame. For someone so concerned with privacy, Meghan has seemed oddly obsessed with public platforms. Her short-lived Spotify podcast, Archetypes, was another example. Promoted as a deep dive into female stereotypes, it ended up being a celebrity name-drop fest with more fluff than substance. One Spotify executive even called the duo deaf ***** grifters after the deal was axed. Ouch! And the contradictions don't stop there. Meghan has spoken about mental health struggles, racism within the royal family, and the unbearable constraints of royal life. And yet, she and Harry continue to use their royal titles in every project, press release, and promotional tour, capitalizing on the very institution they supposedly couldn't escape fast enough. For critics, it's hypocrisy at its most lucrative. The couple's endless media presence, books, interviews, docuseries, podcasts, feels less like advocacy and more like performance art. There's a recurring theme: the world misunderstood them, the royal family mistreated them, and now, only through controlled, monetized storytelling can the truth be revealed. But when every truth is packaged and sold for millions, how much credibility is really left? The British public, famously keen on humor to express discomfort or disdain, has increasingly used satire as a weapon. Jimmy Carr's jab wasn't just a moment of comedy, it was a cultural verdict. Queen of Netflix may have drawn laughs, but it also raised serious questions. What are Meghan and Harry now? Public servants? Influencers? Media moguls? Or simply celebrities milking the royal cow from their Montecito mansion? It's also notable how detached the Sussexes have become from the real concerns of everyday people. While the world grapples with economic hardship, war, and climate change, Meghan and Harry's grievances, whether about seating arrangements at royal events or being cut off financially at age 36, seem increasingly tone-deaf. The self-pity narrative no longer resonates. Instead, it grates. And in the face of family crises, such as King Charles' recent cancer diagnosis and Kate Middleton's health struggles, the Sussexes' absence from the royal fold has become even more glaring. Despite expressing love and concern in public statements, their actions often appear calculated. Rumors that Harry tried to initiate reconciliation with Prince William were reportedly met with a cold shoulder, with insiders suggesting William fears any private conversations would be weaponized for another media splash. The truth is, Meghan and Harry have cornered themselves. They've told their story so many times, in so many formats, that the public has grown weary. The novelty has worn off. Sympathy has curdled into skepticism. And every new venture feels like a recycled version of the same old grievances, just repackaged with a glossy cover. At this point, the most authentic public reaction may well be laughter. Not because the issues they raised were never serious, but because of the way they've turned those issues into a brand. A brand with no apparent direction other than tell our story louder, longer, and for more money. So yes, Meghan Markle being mocked on live British TV is more than just a moment of humour, it's a cultural checkpoint. The world has moved on, and the Sussexes seem stuck in a loop of their own creation. Whether it's Netflix, Spotify, a book, or a blog, the content is always the same: we were wronged, we are brave, we are misunderstood. But when the punchline becomes the truth, when a comedian can sum up a public figure in one biting line, maybe it's time to stop performing and start reflecting. Until then, Meghan may continue to chase crowns no one is offering, whether it's Queen of Netflix, Duchess of Drama, or, as Jimmy Carr joked, Queen of Pinterest.